come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hope
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on the place. And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the trickery. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one goes for 8 yards. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because they draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down, because guess what? That drive continues.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs
with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win.
Oh, looking for Water, but this is intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have moved out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Jones throwing for it.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On third down, Jones.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones.
That'll be caught. It's Reagor.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Jones. On third down, able to find Isabella. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Looking to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The Panthers at 2-7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stump the run, and then executed.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. And some nifty footwork that time. It only amounts to a couple of yards, but could have been stopped before that. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Daniel Jones as the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Jones now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Edwards. Touchdown! Brian Edwards, 28 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, he'll find his tight end. That's Waller. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Jones throwing on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. First down, here's White to the 43, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those with third down coming up.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Jones to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 30 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
That's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Jones now. Off play action. And that is incomplete.
Got open man that time, man. They put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now this one, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield, and the Raiders pick it up.
On the move past the 40.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. His throw incomplete. Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Panthers will get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Jacobs, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Second down and goal. Jones, and he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
Jones.
He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Again, it's Stevenson.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Stevenson.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Pulled in at the 24.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
To throw is Jones.
He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. But probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Gets this to Waller.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Carolina, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
it's another week, another loss as they fall now at 0-9. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.